We just got back from a really long day of herping. We've been out since, God, we left my house at 6 a.m. and just now got back, and it's about 5. So it's been a heck of a day. Well, welcome to video blog. We on 4 or 5? 5? 4? In there, some one of those two. So in this video blog, we are going to look at a little bit about camera motion and how we move the camera around. Because if it just stays stationary on a tripod like it's doing right now, it looks a little boring. So there's a couple different things. We have a couple different ways to move the camera, sliding and gliding and doing all kinds of cool stuff. So we'll take a little look at that. We recorded this whole video blog on my GoPro because we wanted to test how the microphone sounds and how good the video quality is. This is back when we shot this a while ago, back when we first got the GoPro. So the sound quality is pretty crappy, not gonna lie. You know, we wanted to test to see if that mic is worth using or if it's able to be used. That GoPro mic is not very good, so if we want to use GoPro footage, we're definitely gonna have to record separate audio. Also, some announcements. So, guys, gnats. Can you guys see these gnats? It's crazy out here. So, we were shooting for a release date for this film as this December. We've got a lot of really good footage. We've got most of the species that I want to include in it. We probably could edit it together and have a product by December. But there's more stuff I want. I would like to have a more complete video. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to push it back till next year. We'll release it next year. And these video blogs, they come so sporadically. I mean, we're on just, you know, we're only a few in and we've been shooting this for almost 2 years now. So, we're going to abandon the video blog thing. This is actually the last one we're going to do. Maybe I'll throw another one in there at some point, but I miss making Herping with Dylan videos. Old, normal Herping with Dylan videos. You know, short videos that I can release semi-regularly. So what we're going to do is we're going to push the release date of the movie back. We're going to continue shooting the movie, and still it will be released next year sometime, I promise. While we're doing that, we're going to start shooting in the springtime normal Herping with Dylan videos again. And actually, somebody on my forum actually came up with a really great idea to have a field guide series. So we're going to do that. We're going to have a Herping with Dylan field guide series, the HWD FGS. What that's going to be is we will shoot a single video per species, and we're going to hopefully cover every species in the Illinois-Missouri area. So it will be a solid video about just one species. It'll be titled Herping with Dylan Field Guide Series, and then Eastern Garter Snake, or you know, whatever species it is. And it'll be a video that reads or watches like a field guide. So it'll be, you know, distribution information, size, diet, habits. Less me talking about how much I like the snake, which I like to do and I will probably end up doing anyway, but more hard concrete data about the snake. So if you wanted to go out in the field and you saw a snake, you're like, man, I wonder what that was, you'll be able to go to my website and pull up the field guide series videos and hopefully scroll through and be like, oh, okay, let's look at this video and see if that's what it looked like. Every single field guide, every single video will be on a page that's going to read like a field guide, so there will be a text portion of the video that will be, you know, basically a field guide entry, which is what my photos section runs as anyway. But there'll also be the video we're making. So we'll continue doing the movie. I just ate one of the gnats. Gross. We're going to continue shooting the movie. We'll finish it up. It'll be out next year. No more field guide or no more film blog videos, and we're going to start shooting normal Herping and Dylan videos again as the field guide series. So I've been talking too long. These gnats are killing me. Let's go to the last film blog here about camera motion. We'll see a little bit of a copperhead we filmed for a while, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and we are super excited about next spring. It's going to be busy. We're going to be shooting film, plus field guide series, plus editing, plus, you know, all kinds of cool stuff. So we really look forward to that, and this might be our last video of the year because we're pretty late into October here. But enjoy the video.
Wake up, I gotta get a move on. I've been running in place for so long. I'm growing older, getting colder, losing touch for simple things.
Hi, so I thought today we would talk a little bit about camera movement or camera motion. In film, one of the most important things is to keep the camera interesting and keep the shots interesting looking. And if it's just on a tripod and just static the whole time, it tends to get a little boring after a while. So you want to mix it up and have the camera do different things, move around. There's a couple different ways we can do that. We can literally just take the camera and walk with it, and you get that kind of side-to-side sway motion, like the camera is like your point of view. That's okay, it's kind of useful sometimes, but it tends to be a little jarring and it makes the video look real shaky. You can also put it on the tripod and you can do pans and tilts. So, we can go backwards and up and down. But one of the coolest looking types of motion you can do is slider motion. And so right here what we have is a camera slider. And if I loosen up in the front here, you can see the camera will slide back and forth on this. And so what we'll do is, we're filming a copperhead right here in front of me. And so what I like to do is I like to pull off frame and slide into where the copperhead is. And that's a little more interesting than if I just panned in. Also, there's another type of shot that I like to do called the reveal shot. And this one's really cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to tilt. So in this type of shot, what we're going to do is we're going to slide in onto the snake. And so, he's a little jumpy. This copperhead's a little jumpy today. So what we're going to do is we're going to tilt the camera down, get the copperhead framed up, make sure he is in focus at this point here, where we want him. And we want him maybe right there. That looks pretty good. And so we're going to focus him up. So then when we pull back, he's not in focus. And what we'll do is we slide forward and he comes into focus. It's a really, really cool shot. It's difficult to do, and I don't know how many times I'm actually going to use it in this film, but it is a neat shot to use. Alright, so probably the last and my favorite shot we can do as far as camera movement goes is what's called a steady cam or a glide cam shot. Now, this contraption here that I have my camera sitting on top is called a glide cam. And it's a pretty expensive, very, very finely balanced piece of machinery here. You set the camera on top, and then you tweak knobs and stuff to get it to be perfectly balanced, which I've already done. It's a lot of work, and you don't want to watch me do it on video. It takes me 45 minutes half the time. But once it's balanced, you can move the camera all around, and it stays balanced. And so what this does is this gives me the ability to walk with the camera like this, and I can get that kind of floaty camera shot that you see in movies that looks so awesome. Okay, so say we wanted to get a shot of this tin field in front of me here. Now, we can, use the things we already talked about, the slider, we can pan across it, or we can use this glide cam and kind of get this really cool, like floaty, like we're floating above the tin look to it. So let's go ahead and give that a try. We're going to press record here. And we're going to walk with this and just kind of get this real floaty, interesting look.